our communications during change don't work well. Either our messages are ignored and change is a complete failure, or we have to push through and be dictatorial, causing resentment. What can we do differently? A UK sales and service director asked me this recently. He added, "We want to make sure everyone's ready to take on board what we're about to implement." This is a common issue across change and transformation and other projects as well. Too often, change communication is about one-way information flows with little listening to stakeholders or respect for their experiences, their needs, their expectations. So I advocate combining change management techniques with stakeholder engagement. This gives us a communication journey where we take stakeholders from knowing little and being negative to the opposite end, where they know almost all and they positively support change. Firstly, we change our stakeholders' head knowledge, measuring things like attention, awareness, knowledge, understanding, familiarity. Then we change their feelings, and now we're measuring things like interest, attitude, desire, liking, preferences, conviction, intentions, favourability. Once we've done the head change and the heart change, then we're willing and ready to issue a call to action where they change their behaviours to new ways of working. There are about a dozen response hierarchy models that we can use to take our stakeholders on this change journey. You may have heard of ADKAR, ADA, the communication escalator. They're all good. It doesn't matter which one you choose. Choose the one that fits your objectives and the journey that you want to take stakeholders on. So some of these models have more focus on changing head knowledge, some have more focus on changing heart feelings, and others more focus on changing behaviour. But they all take stakeholders through this three-phase journey, starting with head, then heart, then behaviour. The models provide a stepped process with each communication activity having its own discrete objective, and the objectives build on each other so that they are connected and linked, and they're part of this journey process. They're varied, they're tailored to audiences, they create interest and people engage with them. The whole process starts with research, which I've talked about in other videos and LinkedIn posts. Rather than waiting to the end and then to see how our messages are being received, to check that people have changed their behaviours, we check in with a representative sample of our stakeholders after each piece of communication. This way we can change what we say, how we say it, at any point along the engagement journey, all with the final outcome in mind. So we're working on the premise that we're changing the way people work, and that new hardware, new software, new processes are enablers in the changing people. There's also a bigger picture. We're changing behaviours for business reasons. Maybe it's about growing revenues and profits, market share, reputation. We keep this ultimate aim in mind throughout the business or throughout the engagement journey as well. Then we're changing technology, the ways people work, and also delivering business imperatives. If you're looking for external support for engagement and change and communications, let's have a conversation. Book a 15-minute discovery call with me at my calendar, which is calendly.com, Joanne Sweeney, engagement call. The URL is below. I'm looking forward to speaking with you. Goodbye.